only thing about it is, I beg your pardon. The one thing about it, first of all, it's too big. It's pretty, but it's too big. It's hard for me to get into parking spaces with my car. Um, it's very attractive, and I like that because people notice me and I look real sophisticated. But, honey, when it's time to put some gas in it, it's quite a bit of money to fill that car up, especially with the economy the way it is. I need to park that thing. But I tell you what's been happening. And my neighbor told me, she said, Patience, you need to put that car up for a while. And I said, what are you talking about? I got kind of offended at what she said. But she helped me to understand and remind me of some things that happened. Now, let me tell you, I was at the church and I was trying to park my car. Now, I was parking in the handicap, and there was a big old pretty Mercedes Benz parked in another handicap space. But let me tell you, that person didn't have a sticker. But needless to say, as I was turning in, I sideswiped it. Yes, I sure did. And one of the church members said, oh, Patience, say you just hit the first lady's car. And yeah, I was somewhat unfiltered. I said, do you think I care? Just because she's the preacher's wife, she shouldn't have parked in the handicap space because she's not even handicapped. That's what I said, I had to have a reason. Anyway, I decided, I said, well, I did hit the woman's car. I went and then apologized, and my insurance paid for it. Well, that's the first thing that happened. Car's too big. Second thing, I don't know what happened this time. I'm allergic to shellfish. But honey, I love fish. So one day I said, well, I go over here to Blue Bay, that's the name of the place, and get me a piece of flounder. Honey, I whipped in that parking lot. You will not believe what I did. I sideswiped the pole. Honey, this man came over. He ran over. He said, oh, ma'am, are you all right? Oh, did you get hurt? I said, I didn't get hurt, but I believe my car did. He got out there, looked at it. My fender was all knocked in. I said, well, all I need to do is go ahead, pay for it, and get it fixed. That's all I can do. So the man, I thanked him and everything. And he said, I don't know, ma'am. He said, that car's pretty big. You might need to put it up for a while. And being unfiltered, I said, mind your business. Shouldn't have said that to him, but I did. Well, the last thing that happened that made me really think I need to stop driving and start riding. And what I did was I did run on the curb and messed up one of my tires. So I said, well, Patience, you're getting ready to kill yourself or kill somebody else. So I had read in the paper or I was on Google is where I was. And I said, I think I better look at some of these tricycles for adults because my friend Marveline, she has one. And said, well, what's the advantage of getting a tricycle, patience, and you put that car aside? Well, I don't live that far from the grocery store, and I could get on my tricycle and go to the grocery store because on the back of it, it has a basket. You can put a basket back there. I said, well, that's a good reason. Then I thought about it. I said, well, I don't have to worry about this thing and gas because gas is so expensive. And I said, well, I don't have to worry about brake pads, things like that. And I could maneuver it better. I think I'd have more control over my bike versus the car. I said, I can't drive that well, but I believe I can ride that well. I can ride. So I challenge you all. Some of you know what you do, how many times you run into something, and I want you to try a tricycle. Some people didn't realize, oh, patience, they have tricycles. Honey, I have a turquoise tricycle for adults. Now, I don't know. I have pulled it up. I don't know if I can share this screen. I'll try to, however I need to do it, so that you can see such a beauty. And maybe I can persuade you to get a tricycle. Oh, it's not. Do tell you one thing about it. I will tell you one thing about it. I cannot get it in my Cadillac. So I'm having to purchase maybe a truck or Jeep. But see, I don't plan to drive it, but to ride it that far, to the grocery store. And I also thought about I need to exercise my beautiful body. You all haven't seen me in a while. Well, honey, I was looking slim and trim and looking good. But anyway, Shelley, I would like to see if I can show my bike. Okay.
I would love to see your bike.
Let's see if I can share my screen with you. I clicked on share. Why won't it let me share anything, Shelley?
Well, I have it where all participants can share, so you should be able to share it.
I clicked on share and it still has recording the meeting.
Oh, I wonder if
And
you can't share while it's recording, maybe.
I believe that
We're running out of time.
oh my Lord, Leon.
You mean stop recording so you can share?
Yeah, stop recording. I'll show you my bike.